Hey everyone, this is Eddie Hinkle. Just got a message on Skype, but this is not what this is about. I babes you there. Alright. Listen to me now. I'm about to tell you guys a story, alright? I'm sure you guys have heard about me talk about being a troll and whatever. To be honest, I've been a troll for 3 years. And I felt happy, alright? Even though there were some times where things got a little uncomforting. It was ever since I met Ghost at True Capitalist Radio. That is when I started becoming a troll. Now, I only watched him. I just liked trolling people in real life. After Ghost left, Psychic K. Gallagher came, and I thought, it will be a never-ending cycle. I thought it was just going to end with Ghost, and I would just watch just some Ghost moments, and then, I would become a true official troll during Psychic K's time. Well, not really. I want to be honest. I never got to troll Psychic K either. Yeah, I forgot to say that I didn't troll Ghost. But I wanted to call both of them. But for some reason, my dad had restrictions. And now comes to the other raids. Robert Boner and Pony Toast. They came in, 2014? No, 2013. Just to give out the other dates, Ghost was 2011 to 2012. Psychic K was 2012, and then 2013. And, yeah, I mean, that happened. And then my dad went to prison, where this household started to get unstable rules. My dad was he just held the rules, alright? And after, we weren't able to go to the old house to use the computer anymore, I decided, hey, why don't I get a library card and start using the computer over there? And, my mom tried to restrict me on stuff, saying, oh, don't say mean, crude stuff, don't cyberbully or no dumb shit. But seriously, I didn't care what I did there. All I did was, troll around and do whatever. I mean, I did other things like role play. I don't role play anymore. But by my God, I started talking to Homer Bouvier more, because I started talking to him around August and around September, just a little bit, when my dad was out of prison before he made it back in. But I talked to Homer, and I started annoying the freaking hell out of him. I started fanboying him, started saying, like for Homer Bouvier, comment for Robert Boner, share for Pony Toast, ignore for Ryan Richards. I remember that. Very retarded of me to do that. All I wanted to do was to be a good part of the trolling community. And, throughout the years, throughout the months, I mean, Ryan Richards came about, Homer Bouvier started warning people about him, and I started teaming up with him that was the first mistake I ever made as a troll. And it was just weird. Weird. To team up with Ryan Richards. I should have defriended him, but no offense, Ryan Richards. No offense. But I think it was pretty awesome, but at the same time, I was making myself look like a faggot. So you know what happened there? I screwed up the war a bit. I betrayed Ryan Richards, and then something happened between me and UCast Radio, because Homer made UCast Radio after Robert Boner went to the mental hospital, um, and all this happened. And then the year after, my sister joined Facebook, 2014, and then she gets to be a part of this group that I believe is a troll group, BPU. BPU. It was just a My Little Pony group, except it had like a little troll twist to it. Even though just recently they've just been saying that they've never really done Lee Master Troll shit. I thought they did. Michael Watney. I mean, in his groups and whatever else. I think there were other groups, but you guys went into internet wars. I reported on those internet wars back then on radio. I never shared my radio show or anything. We talked about the mysteries of Mini V and whatever. And yeah. And to be honest on all levels, I mean, I was just a bystander. I was okay back then, but then, through most of the time, I started acting like a faggot. Now, for some weird reason, after so many groups were formed, after BPU was gone, and then all these other groups that were formed and banned and restricted, I don't care what you want to say about it, or what you want to call it, but they would just get taken down, report fag after report fag after report fag, and then bam! That is when you know that my timeline started fading away a bit. In June 2014, Homer Bouvier officially betrayed me. It was just near the end of June, and he said, we'll still okay, bro. And then I started trying to call the show, and then I was like, you know what? He's not a friend of mine anymore, because I called him out at one point, and apparently he thought I would forget about him. I'm not going to forget about you, Homer. You were one of the best troll leaders of all time. But to be honest, you were the biggest faggot I've met in my life. You pretending to be a whole army of trolls. Even though you had somewhat of a legit army, you attacked me. And now we get to the more lower levels where when BPU, and it still is, BPL and BPF, the more time turned, I mean, it was barely noticeable, but I was noticing how over time Homer was starting to get more annoyed of me. But I was noticing how BPU and no, not BP, BPF and BPL just started doing stuff. I mean, I'm trying to play a possum. I'm trying to get along with them. And I guess I did see myself as somewhat of an ass kisser, because that was one of the reasons why they were like, stop doing this, stop doing that, yeah, ass kissing, faggotry. I don't remember another one. My shitty radio show for some reason. And someone pointed out that I was messing with Myra Fixit. Well, that was all. On the radio show, I was talking about Homer Bouvier. Because he returned, and he doesn't deserve to be on the internet. 4. I wonder if there is a number 4. I can't remember. I would have to look up the list, but I'm not going to look up that Facebook list, alright? Being a troll was my general thing. You know, after, I thought it was a few months. They said it was about 2 weeks. That's stupid. 2 weeks? Man, people really lose track of time because honestly, I remember it was a few months. It was not 2 weeks. I don't remember it like it was 2 weeks ago. This is why you have to keep track of time, and that's why I do when I build up my trolling timeline. So I know what I did back then and, you know, what I do for the future. They started bashing me more even before I started rejoining BPL, and to be honest, I don't see anything wrong with my attitude at all. I mean, I may act like a faggot at times, but I guess people liked it when I was more low life. Oh yeah, the fourth reason because of shitty memes. I was just thinking about that. Um, and after so much bashing and everyone telling me, "Hey, Lee Master Troll," I lost it. I thought I would get along with BPL again. And then this whole time they were not a troll group. I was like, what the hell? And I joined them just when I wanted to leave the trolling community. But my sister introduced me to this group, and I joined. And I guess my attitude wasn't right. I'm barely even trying, man. I barely even tried when I made my short return. If you didn't kick me out, Bailey Ryan Carr, then I wouldn't be making this video. And I would have never left my trolling routes. You are a wise cookie. You want to twist things around? I was playing your game. And you say I'm not material enough. Bye-bye. Making fun of my mom. Or whoever her name was. I barely even recognize the people in the group anymore. To be honest, there were only a few I recognized. But I am pretty pissed. I don't need this anymore. And after all of this bullshittery and saying that Donald Trump's not going to win, I'm making a bet. And I've already talked about it. If Donald Trump wins the Republican spot for president, he's going to, well, I'm going to stay on Facebook. If he doesn't win, then screw it. I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone. For good. And I'm going to make sure that this does happen. I want Donald Trump to win. I loved him ever since I discovered him on WWE. This is why I like him, okay? WWE wise. He worked for WWE. He liked his friend Vince McMahon, and you know what? It's awesome. And I want to say that working with you trolls was an honor. But I'm waving my white flag. Alright? I'm done. Because you guys just... What has happened to trolling, man? I became successful on Google+, but Facebook won't. It just says no. Facebook says no. And a lot of my family members say no. If you think that's depressing, then I guess you're right. It is somewhat depressing. But please, if you really want me to change attitude-wise, I don't think that's going to happen. I thought I was happy. I thought I actually made Bailey mad and I actually found a screw loose. But I noticed that everybody hated me because of my faggotry. Alright. And I hope you guys get this message straight. I'm not a troll anymore. No more. I let you guys raid my group. And you guys didn't do shit, okay? I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, everyone.